Are you focused on a day-to-day basis? Most men are not, because number one, they wake up and they give their time away. They don't do anything for themselves. They don't take time to dial in their frame. They're just running by the seat of their pants, like a chicken with their head cut off. All right, gentlemen, welcome to 2022. This is the first episode of Forge Father FM, aka Man on a Mission Radio. Welcome to this episode. We're going to be digging into some special stuff here, talking about non-negotiables. Non-negotiables. So things that you get done daily, no matter how you feel, no matter how busy you are, no matter how crazy shit is going on within your life, when you have non-negotiables firmly set in your life, these non-negotiables will help push you forward through the resistance. All right. And so this is obviously for the busy dad out there. If you're in this group, it is to my assumption that you are a busy dad and you're here to level up. You're here to take things to the next level. You want to be the best dad, the best husband, if you're married, the best professional, the best you possible. And so in order to operate at your highest level, you need to have standards. Going a little bit below the surface, you need to have non-negotiables that you uphold daily. So what I'm going to talk about in this quick episode here are the non-negotiables that we have inside the Forge Father Project and Man on a Mission. These, which I call the core five will help you thrive. It's pretty catchy. It rhymes, right? Pretty cool. But it's so true. The core five, when you stick to the core five, you will survive. But more importantly, you will thrive. If you're looking to take things to the next level, listen in. Because the core five has the potential to absolutely change and transform your life, because that's exactly what it did for me. This is what it's done for thousands of dads that have come into contact with this, the hundreds that have come through the program. It has transformed their life. And so I want to share it with you because a lot of you guys that are in this group, you talk about being unmotivated, you talk about being too busy, you talk about needing accountability. Well, when you have non-negotiables firmly embedded into your life, how you live life, how you show up and operate on a day-to-day basis, that's accountability right there. Because what is a non-negotiable? A non-negotiable means that you get it done no matter what. There is no compromise. And so if you set a certain set, or if you have a certain set of goals, outcomes, here we are, the new year. You got these outcomes to lose weight, to get lean, to have more energy, to show up better. There are certain actions that you need to complete on a day-to-day basis to get there. You just can't wish for it. You just can't hope for it. You just can't talk about it, because that's not going to work. And so you got to back it by action. Now, with this being said, I know being a busy dad is not easy. You got roles as a dad, you got roles as a husband if you're married, you got your roles as a professional, and then you got the roles as an athlete that I oftentimes like to talk about. You are the athlete, whether you compete in sports or not. You competed years ago, you're still an athlete. If you want to show up as your best self, lean, fit, energized, healthy, that's an athlete. That's your athlete role. That's you building yourself up. So how you train, how you fuel yourself, stress management, sleep, all of these things factor in to you. So how do we balance out all of this stuff, right? And so in comes the core five that I want to talk about. The core five, or the daily non-negotiables. There's 5 of them, okay? Now, before I get into these, let me just back up a second. The reason most guys find themselves in the situation where they've been overweight for a number of years, they're 10, 20, 30, 40 or more pounds overweight, they're run down, they're tired, they're burning the candle at both ends. They're not able to look at themselves in the mirror and say with 110% certainty that that's who they want to be. They're not showing up as their best self. The reason for this, there's a lot of them. But one of the main reasons is you don't have non-negotiables in your life. And the non-negotiables that you might have right now are not giving back to you. A lot of non-negotiables for guys, shit like staying up late, watching Netflix. They might say it's not a non-negotiable, but it is when they constantly and consistently do that every single week. Another non-negotiable for a lot of guys is drinking alcohol multiple times during the week. I can't skip out on that stuff. Social life. I need to have a social life. Okay. If you talk about losing weight, wanting more energy, wanting to look better, feel better, doesn't really match up so well. I'm not saying that you have to cut out alcohol 100%. What I'm saying here is you need a certain set of standards or non-negotiables that you don't fucking break. Because when you live behind these non-negotiables, when you stay true to these non-negotiables, results are going to start showing up in your life. So if you want to lose weight, if you want to get your body lean, lose this dad bod, lose the love handles, the man boobs, whatever you might have. Maybe you're in decent shape and you want to get over that hump. You want to see those results that you haven't seen yet. I want you to do a little audit on yourself, if you will. What are your current non-negotiables that might not be considered non-negotiables? What are the habits, the behaviors that you have within your life that you're just like, I know these aren't helping me move forward, but I'm just going to keep them in. I'm not willing to let go of these things yet. Could be staying up too late. Could be pushing the fucking snooze button in the morning when you know you got work to do. You know you got to get up and you got to do that workout because that's the only time that you have for yourself. If you're pushing the snooze, guess what? That's your standard. That's you showing the level of your standards. You're willing to break those rules. Your health and fitness is not a non-negotiable at that point. And then you say shit to yourself like, oh, I'll get to it later. I'll get to it later. I'll do it after work. I'll double it up tomorrow, which never happens. You keep pushing it back, sweeping the shit under the rug. So your non-negotiables. So there's 5 of them that we have inside the Force Father. There's 5 of them. Top 1, family. As a dad, as a husband, if you're married, family, I assume, is at the top of your list. Everything that you do is for your family. Everything that you do is to provide for them, be there for them. So I assume you're taking time every single day for family. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I know for me, one of the main reasons, and I've shared this story before, if you know anything about me and how the Force Father came about, I was not taking time for family. I was not present as a husband. I was not present as a dad for the first 7 months of my daughter's life. I was busy grinding, being a professional, trying to build up the empire for my family, trying to build up the life that I thought that they wanted and they needed, being the provider, but I wasn't a present provider because I was not making family a non-negotiable every single day. So the way you make this a non-negotiable, it means that you have it set out in your schedule, focused time, it's blocked off. That's how we make it a non-negotiable inside the Force Father. So for me, Monday, 6 o'clock rolls around, boom, it's family time. Done with work, phone is put away. It is focused family time. It is a non-negotiable at that point. My wife and I, we had a deep conversation about this over the weekend. In fact, tightening things up, making things a little bit more set in stone. Hey, it happens. It happens. But as long as there's communication about it, I knew things needed to be tightened up. My wife agreed things need to be tightened up. No more, being on the phone when it's family time. It's a non-negotiable. It's a non-negotiable. Why? Let's think about the outcome. We want to improve the relationships. We want to deepen the connections with my daughters, deepen the connection with my wife. Then you need to be present and in the moment with them. You can't just talk about it and say, oh, I wish I had better connection with my wife. I'll take her on more dates. But shit, then you go to the restaurants and you see everybody's on their phone. They're not even communicating. They're not connecting. They might be on a date, but they're going through the motions. Non-negotiables help take you out of going through the motions and checking the boxes because you show up with intent, with focus. That's what those are about. So family, easy way to create a non-negotiable for your family, because again, it is my assumption that you want to improve your connections, your external connections with your family. You're going to make that family time a non-negotiable. And there's certain things that we do inside the Force Father. I'm not going to share everything that we do. I'll share the framework with you, but family is at the top of the list. We make that a non-negotiable every single day. The second one that I want to share here is daily frame. Daily frame. What the hell does daily frame mean? It means you take time for yourself. You take time for yourself. Think about it. Most dads, this is the reason they're so run down, they're stressed out, they're overwhelmed, they can't think clearly, they can't focus. It's because they give all of their time away. They're too busy for themselves. So when they get up, the first thing that they do, check their phone. Who emailed me? Who sent me text over? What's going on Instagram? What's happening on Facebook? Boom, attention gone, their time gone. It's getting poured into something else. Now your brain's going. Now your thoughts are going. You're seeing stuff on social media. You check your emails. I'm telling you from experience, this was me years and years ago. Constantly focusing on that. Not taking time for me. I was too busy for that. I need to work. Just get going. Light the candle as soon as you wake up and go. But here's what happens when you open up and you get connected to work right away. For me, clients sending me emails, clients sending me messages, clients sending me texts. So if I check that stuff first thing in the morning, chances are I'm going to come across something that is going to trigger me. It's going to trigger an emotion. It's going to trigger a reaction. And something else I'll talk about in future episodes is being able to respond versus react. There's a huge difference there, right? But either way, you can wake up with a clear mind and you're like focused and you're ready to take on the day, and then boom, got to put this fire out. All of your attention was just put to that. And so daily frame, we make this a non-fucking negotiable. Your time, the time that you need to get this dialed in, up here, the mindset, your state. Most guys are constantly in a overwhelmed state. They're not focused. Their brain is just filled with thoughts and things that they need to get done. And it's no wonder they can't be super efficient and productive. And I remember years ago when I first came across this, one of my first mentors said, you need to take time for yourself in the morning, whether that be through meditation, whether that be through journaling, whether that be through just a clarity walk, could be a lot of different things. Breath work, one of my favorites. But I have a specific AM routine that I don't fucking break ever. I've been on this morning routine. It's tweaked and changed just a little bit over the years, but well over 4 years now, without missing. I show up every single day. I go through this non-negotiable AM routine. We've come to call it the Uncommon Man morning ritual. And its whole focus is to get you fucking dialed in a positive state so you're ready to take on the day because you've taken that time for yourself. So 2 things that I do. Actually, I'll share 3 that we do. Again, I don't want to give away everything that we do in the Forge Father. I'm just trying to share some frameworks here with you that we follow. So with frame, first thing I do, I wake up, I take a piss, right? Right after that, it is a mental battle. The first win. Actually, this is the second win because when my alarm goes off, if it goes off, usually I'm waking up before my alarm. But if that alarm goes off, I ain't pushing snooze because I ain't going to put a loss in the loss column to start the fucking day, which most guys do. You can't even wake up when your alarm's going off. How are you going to deal with the struggles later in the day? The moments of opportunity. I talk about these a lot. The moments of opportunity. You have one right when you wake up. Do you stay in bed where it's nice and comfy, or do you get your ass up to do the work, to start taking those steps forward towards your mission? What do? Most guys choose to lose first thing off in the morning. Ain't nothing good going to happen when you push snooze. I'm just telling you. So win that first battle. That's one win. And then the second win that I get is an ice cold, uncomfortable shower. There's a mental struggle every single day, especially right now, because it was like 9 degrees this morning here in Omaha, cold. Last thing I wanted to do was get out of a nice, warm, comfy bed into an ice cold shower, 90 seconds minimum. And it's not one of those bullshit showers where it's warm first, I get all comfy in the warm water, then I turn it to cold, then I turn it back to warm. No, straight up ice cold. Why? Get this shit dialed in right here. Uncomfortable. There's always a mental struggle. I've been doing this for well over 4 years. I'm probably over 5 years on the ice cold showers. Without a miss. It's a mental victory. I want momentum going into my day. I want my frame locked in. So I get up when I'm supposed to, hop in the shower, get that victory. I feel like $1 million afterwards. Didn't let myself talk myself out of it. I didn't bitch out of it. I stayed with it. So I get that victory. Then it's gratitude. I journal gratitude every single day. And I'll tell you, when you can truly get connected with gratitude, you're not just doing it to do it. And I'll tell you, when I first started doing gratitude, that's how it got. I was like, I got to do gratitude. Man, what can I be grateful for today? Oh, I'm grateful for this water. Whoop-de-doo. You're checking the fucking box at that point. Intent. These daily non-negotiables are not just to do them. It's to be focused and dialed in and truly connected to what it is that you do. So I do gratitude, heightens my state even more. I'll tell you, there's days where I wake up, I get up when I'm supposed to, I go to the shower, I'm just like, ugh, just not there, not feeling it. Need to raise my frequency, need to raise my vibration. The only way you can do that, and a proven way that you can do that, is tapping into gratitude. It's powerful. Get the gratitude done, and then we do a little bit of Uncommon Man affirmations. Uncommon Man affirmations, simple things that I say and repeat to myself with full belief and certainty. Sounds like some woo-woo shit, some over-the-top type shit for most guys. They're going to listen to this and that's kind of like that woo-woo stuff. Something that I thought was woo-woo years ago as well. When I first came across this with one of my mentors that taught me this AM routine to get the mind locked in, I will tell you, it'll transform your life. When you do it consistently, and that's why it's a non-negotiable. It's not a do it when I feel like it thing. It's a do it every fucking day thing. Non-negotiable. No compromise. Moving on to the third thing. Fitness. Why fitness? Every single day, move your body. You move your body, you feel better. As a byproduct, you look better. You're going to lose the weight. You're going to have more energy just from the fact that you're fitter. You're going to be better. So fitness is a non-negotiable. Bare bones non-negotiable that we have inside the Forge Father Project. Something that I've tweaked and changed over the years is the daily 250. The daily 250. What is the daily 250? It's a mix of different movements, 250 total reps. You get it fucking done. You get it done. No matter how busy you are, I'm telling you right now, 250 reps, push-ups, pull-ups, rows, lunges, squats, burpees if you want to do them, kettlebell swings. Shit, you don't even need any equipment. if you make it a true non-negotiable, bare bones minimum, this is what I'm talking about, bare bones minimum. If you hit a full workout, awesome. You got your workout, you got your fitness non-negotiable done for the day, but bare bones minimum. I have conversations with men that I haven't stepped in the gym or done anything for years, Travis, months. What the fuck are you doing? You have one body. You are given one body, one machine that allows you to get around in life. It's how you show up. Guys treat it like trash, disrespect their machine by neglecting it because they're too busy. They don't feel like it, don't have access to a gym. That's all bullshit. When you make your fitness a daily non-negotiable, bare minimum 250 reps, can you commit to that? I will tell you right now, you do that for a full year, which is what I've committed to doing this year. On top of everything else that I do every single day, I'm going to do daily 250 every single day. You can check out my Instagram. I shared it on there. 91,250 reps at the end of the year is going to be what I get in 365 days. I ain't going to miss a day. I ain't going to miss a day. Unless I'm deathly sick and can't move, I ain't missing a motherfucking day. Why? Non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. It is a part of who I am. It ties into my outcomes. So if I'm talking about I want to show up with more energy, I want to lose weight, I want to be XYZ, then it gots to be done. That's why it's a non-negotiable. That's our fitness piece. Top level, get in your program workout. A coach has written you workouts, do those workouts. Do you got to do the daily 250 on top of that? Absolutely not. But at bare bones minimum, when shit hits the fan, you woke up late, didn't get your work done in the morning, putting out fires all day, you come home, family time, it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. Moment of opportunity time, motherfucker. You said you wanted to be this lean, fit, energized leader for your kids. What you going to do in that moment of opportunity? If you got non-negotiables, it's an easy answer. You get the shit done that you need to get done. Period. Daily 250, no problem. I'm going to go hammer it out. Get it done in the garage. Get it done in the living room. You don't need any equipment. There's your fix. There's your simple fix for your fitness, non-negotiable. That's 3. Number 4, we've got fuel. Nutrition. We talking about these outcomes again? You want to lose weight? You want to show up better? More energy? Got to have some sort of non-negotiable for your nutrition. We make it real simple. There's 3 key habits to this. First one, 80-20. Clean up your nutrition intake. We all know what's good and what's not good. If not, do a Google search. Figure it out. 1 ingredient foods, real foods. Eat more real food. Too busy? Don't have the time? You're kidding yourself. Rule number 1, 80-20 on your nutrition. Rule number 2, real easy. Protein. A solid source of protein every single meal. You make it a non-negotiable. If you're going to eat anything, it's a non-negotiable. It's got to be protein. Protein mixed with whatever else. Why? Protein does the body good. And most guys don't get in enough protein. Just trust me. You're probably not getting enough protein. If you're really not focusing on your nutrition, probably need more protein, right? 80-20. Protein in every single meal and hydrate. Holy shit. Mind-blowing, right? Eat higher quality food, eat enough protein, hydrate your body. 1 gallon every single day. Super generic, simple, but you can hardly mess that up. If you make it a non-negotiable, guess what? You can make it happen. That right there forms a solid foundation. Solid foundation. Most guys are so inconsistent. It's like they didn't get enough protein in a certain day. They didn't eat anything all day. They just got too busy. But those 3 keys are what make up the fuel non-negotiables. And we have levels. We have levels that we focus in on. It's like certain guy progresses to the next level. It's like he has full set macros. When you build the skill set with nutrition, and here's the thing. If you know nutrition is an issue for you, why not make it a non-negotiable to improve that every single day? Focus in on it. Like I just had a couple of conversations with fellow dads earlier today, and that's been their struggle. It's the same fucking story year after year after year. It's my nutrition. Just can't get my nutrition in check. Why? I'm too busy. Or I lose motivation. I don't want to track my nutrition anymore. It's like, make it a non-negotiable. Your non-negotiable should match up with the outcomes and the results that you desire. So again, if you're going to talk about losing weight, showing up with more energy, having better connections with your kids and your wife, being better all around, then motherfucker, your actions need to follow that up and back it up. That's where non-negotiables come in. So with fuel, easy set of bare bones principles to follow. You want to take it to the next level. When guys get it to a certain skill set, which is what I was saying, master your macros. When you learn and understand macros, dude, you can manipulate and change your body at will. One of the most powerful skill sets that you could ever learn. But most guys are so impatient. They want results yesterday. They don't want to track their nutrition. They don't want to do that stuff. They just want the quick fix. Tell me to eat no carbs, Travis. Tell me to follow this 30-day diet, Travis. Give me the quick fix, man. What's the detox? There ain't no quick fix. Learn the fucking skill sets. Make it a non-negotiable. The highest level that you can achieve with that, I'll just put it out there, it's macros, man. If you can master the art of hitting your macros every single day, your body will drastically change. And I'll tell you, go years back with all this stuff. Before I didn't know what I didn't know, I used to laugh at macros. I was the guy saying, oh, just eat paleo. Here I was doing CrossFit, trying to compete at a high level, eating all fat and protein and no carbs. How do you think that turned out? On top of that, I was trying to do intermittent fasting too. Long story for another time that I'll share in another episode. But for now, understand that when it comes to your nutrition, you need to have some sort of non-negotiables. Those 3 that I shared with you, implement those into your life. They need to be done every single day if you want the results. So quick recap so far. We got family, daily non-negotiable. We got frame, daily non-negotiable. We got fitness, daily non-negotiable. We got fuel, daily non-negotiable. The last one I'm saving for last because it is the linchpin. It is the linchpin that make all of the non-negotiables happen. And it ties in with one of the biggest excuses that guys use. I'm too busy. I'm busy, Travis. I got a busy life as a dad, as a husband, as a professional. I have no time for myself. I have no time for this. It's because you don't fucking make planning and focus a non-negotiable. That is the 5th non-negotiable, is what we call focus. Are you focused on a day-to-day basis? Most men are not, because number 1, they wake up and they give their time away. They don't do anything for themselves. They don't take time to dial in their frame. They're just running by the seat of their pants, like a chicken with their head cut off. Just going to thing to thing to thing. No intent, not fully being present. That's when you're busy. And it's like they say, busy is the new lazy. And it is so true. Because I know some busy dudes, and with how busy they say they are, they're not showing a lot for the amount of time that they're putting in. So if you want to get your time back as a busy dad, if you want to spend more quality time with your kids, more quality time with your wife, if you're married, you want more time for yourself, then you got to focus. You got to plan, and you got to be prepared on a day-to-day basis. And so our daily non-negotiable, the bare bones minimum that we do is we do the AM attack session. It's 5 minutes. And that's how I end my morning routine. It's basically, you check over your schedule. You check over your daily battle plan. What do you got set for the day? When are you going to focus in on fitness? When do you have time blocked off on your schedule for fitness? When do you have time blocked off your schedule for family? When do you have time on your schedule blocked off for your frame? When do you have time blocked off for your nutrition, your fuel? All of those things, even the focus portion, are mapped out on your schedule. Time blocking, it's a simple concept. Mind-blowing, life-changing when you make it a non-negotiable. Most dads that I come in contact with, they're planning, they got schedules. They just don't have the non-negotiables locked into their schedule, which is why they don't have time for themselves when it comes to their fitness. Ran out of time, not prepared for my nutrition. Had to go through the drive-through again, ended up at the gas station again. I'm just so busy, Travis. Get focused and make it a non-negotiable. A non-negotiable. I couldn't even tell you how I don't even know how I'd be able to operate if I was just to wake up and wing it. Have no plan. It's become just second nature of that. At this point, I think I'd be fine. I'd be able to dominate the day, but I'd feel naked almost. Because getting up and going through this routine, boom, 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 locked in, dialed in, time to do work. That's how you become productive. That's how you start moving yourself towards the direction of the outcomes and the results that you desire. It's not just about thinking about them. It's not just about talking about them, but it's actually doing the actions necessary to accomplish that. That's how you do it. The core 5, the daily non-negotiables. Hopefully you can kind of see how these things, you put these firmly in place, get consistent with hammering them out every single day. And there's an actual game that we play inside of the Force Father. We gamify it. It keeps you on track, gets you excited. It's all about stacking wins, creating momentum, becoming unstoppable. That is the framework that we use. And so if you're a dad out there and you're sitting there and, before watching this, listening to this, if you're running into, I'm always busy, I don't have time, I'm unmotivated, I need the accountability. Here's your source of accountability. Motivation, we can just throw out the fucking window because motivation is not going to get you to your destination. This is about discipline. This is about discipline because when you set non-negotiables in place and it comes down to those moments of opportunity, got shit blocked out on the schedule because even then you're not guaranteed that you're going to get them done, right? Because guys are going to resort to that. Oh, I just didn't feel like it. Had a conversation with the dad earlier today. Hey, supposed to work out 7 a.m., 2:30. He's like, yeah, man, I've been talking myself out of it all day. Lack of discipline. Build that discipline up by dominating those moments of opportunity. Conquer those moments of opportunity. Set shit out for yourself. Plan, get organized, get focused, and then just become a man that is relentless with execution and implementation. That's really what it's all about. So if you're looking for the fix, you're looking for the magic tactic or strategy, that's it. You can fine tune the training, fine tune the nutrition. Of course, we got to tweak and change and dial that in for each individual, but that is the framework right there for domination. If you want to bring balance back to your life, you want to build yourself up as a dad, present provider, leader, role model. You want to be that husband if you're married, that's super connected with their better half, showing up on fire. You want to be that professional that's producing, that's breaking records within his company, with whatever you do. Hopefully you're showing up with the best intention to be the fucking best, right? Why else would you do it? But ultimately it ties back into you, your athlete role, how you show up, how you live and lead your life. Is that moving you towards leaving a legacy? Or is that moving towards just life full of empty promises, unfulfilled dreams, and regret? So hopefully this framework helps give you a little bit of clarity. It's a lot to take in, I know. And that's where the Force Father and Man on a Mission comes into play. So if you're a dad and you're resonating with this and you're like, I would really like to find out a little bit more about this, reach out to me, reach out to one of my team members. You can connect with us on Facebook. You can connect with me on Instagram. You can apply for a coaching success call. We'll take you through this. We'll tell you exactly how this works. But in order for this stuff to work, there's one key thing that needs to work, and that is you. That is you. You need to be fully dedicated and fully committed to going through this process and being a man of implementation and execution. It's that simple. There's no easy path with this. But what does make it easy is having coaches that know and understand how this all works, backing you and guiding you through this. But even more so, having a community of other dads that understand the core five and the non-negotiables that are showing up and executing on the non-negotiables. Living life as an uncommon man. That's what we like to say. So that wraps it up for this episode. I hope this gives you a little bit more insight on maybe what you need to do. And so if you want extra support, you want to venture down that route, reach out, get in contact with me. If not, take what I just shared with you, run with it, put it into action, because otherwise it's all pretty much useless. So until the next episode, put in that work, do what's necessary, and earn it. Until next time.